Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to this week's episode of Beauty News. We are doing updates. It's going to be the 8th of May updates. Yep. Fun stuff.
Good times.
Shit.
Hooray.
Yay. All that.
Celebrate. Yeah. Haven't had a coffee yet, but whatever. We'll do it.
Rainbows and flowers and...
Yay.
Tomorrow,
unicorns.
Wine.
That's true.
Tomorrow for us, wine.
That's true.
We haven't had wine time in a long time. It's been a while.
We won't be saying that on Monday. We'll be going, shit,
that wine time
was,
oh my god,
embarrassing.
That was a lot of wine time.
Yeah, exactly right.
Anyway, let's do some updates.
Correct.
But I think first we actually want to start with something that is new. Yeah. And it's to do with James Charles.
He just keeps digging himself in a grave, that
He
kid.
does. And if you need some background, if you don't know what's going on, Here for the Tea made a video.
Yes, we'll link it.
Yeah, we'll link it down in the description box. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch it and you can see what we're talking about. Essentially, she made a video talking about James Charles going to DragCon. Is that correct? And he was...
cutting in line.
He was cutting in line.
And name dropping.
Yeah.
And there's footage
name
from
dropping his own name.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing to watch. It's cringe.
I was cringing too. I was sitting
like,
there doing my makeup and I was like, no, don't do it.
But mind you, this is the guy that has been praised for being like so amazing with makeup and so ingenious that he like fixed his school photos, and then it came out that he tweets racist shit and then he photoshopped those photos and he went viral and became a thing because he lied to the internet.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's then trying to use his name to like cut lines that people have been waiting for hours is really fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
And
it's cringy though because he thinks... Here's what I got from watching that video. You can tell he's super entitled and he thinks he's important. He thinks he's someone. Yeah. And he may be in certain circles, but many of these drag queens didn't know who he was, which is entertaining in itself.
Yes. We do recommend checking out the video.
We do.
It is quite funny to watch.
It is good to watch. Here for the Tea makes some good points.
Yeah.
But this kid, I feel like he should probably pull his head in a little bit. Here for the Tea made a point where she said, like, people are making excuses about him being young and stupid. And, yeah, they are. And we have as well, especially with that Africa thing.
I was going to bring that up, though.
Yeah.
But I think that's a very different thing, though. Because when he was tweeting shit about wanting to be in a, like a choir or something, and he was making some weird tweets. Yeah. It was like 3 years ago when he was 14.
He was young.
And he wasn't in the public eye then. Exactly. And that's what we were forgiving. Not his stupid tweet about not getting Ebola or something. Yeah. We weren't trying to, like, minimize that.
No.
We were minimizing the ones that people were dragging up from like 2013.
Yes.
Saying, you know, once a racist, always a racist.
Yeah,
and we were just like, give the guy a break. When you're 14 and you're not in the public eye, you sometimes say stupid things.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah. And I still stand by everything we said in that video. And even with the Ebola stuff, like I brought up points saying like the kid
is ignorant.
He's ignorant, and everything that he would have heard about Ebola would have come from the news, and it's all sensationalized. So I stand by everything I said in that. However, seeing this and also the stuff coming out about him lying about using a ring light and blah, blah, I feel like the kid needs to work out that he now needs to be responsible for his behavior, especially in the public eye.
I think essentially what's just happened though, it's like, I don't know his background, but I do get a sense that he's like a little white entitled male. And I think also, and this is going to be really controversial, so I'm really sorry if this offends anyone. Like I'm all there for all makeup lovers. Yeah. But when he was, and we kind of touched on this a little bit when he was made the cover boy. Yeah. What kind of is a little bit frustrating is that, and this is the feminine, like the feminist pants on, is
Burn the
that...
bra.
Yeah, sort of. I like my bra.
I love my bra as well. Yeah, but if that's you,
essentially what annoys me, and this is like, okay, especially white men have like ruled the world for a long period of time, one of the only areas that women have been able to flourish and almost make themselves feel confident and lift their, you know, I don't know, everything.
It's like it's something that we have been able to own. It's like our
and
one place where we can
sort of set us apart from
males essentially.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Hands everywhere.
Handsies.
But I feel what you're saying as well.
But I feel like he's a white entitled kid walking into an area that now all of a sudden treasures white entitled men who wear makeup, and he's walking around like he fucking owns the joint, and that annoys me. And that's what we kind of touched on a little bit when it was like, well, you're not picking a random cover girl from like high school who's got mad skills, you're picking a boy because he's a boy,
and because he lied.
Yes, that too came out later, but definitely so the fact that he then like is going to jump in the line, and I do recommend watching this video because it's really fucking embarrassing. He walks up to Latrice Royale and is like, "Oh, hi, I'm James Charles," and she's like, "Yeah," and it was like, and he's like, "Can we get a Snapchat?" And she goes, "I've got a line of people wanting to get Snapchats," and then it was like some mumbling, and then she was like, "Oh, you're from YouTube? Okay, okay, come on, let's just take a photo." It was almost like it was put me in an awkward position, now I need to follow through with it.
And it's, you know, I got that from it as well. And I thought essentially what he's doing is he's been told, no, get in line in a roundabout way, in a nice way. I've got a line of people trying to get Snapchats.
Like, you're not special child. Yeah.
Exactly. And then he says something to make the situation awkward where the person has two options. Say yes and get rid of them.
Yeah.
Or tell them no again.
But potentially piss people off that might be in higher places. And that's the problem. Yeah. You know, like if you're in a similar industry and like Latrice Royale, does drag shows, but also is on, like, what's that? Wow Presents. It's like a YouTube channel. Often does YouTube. So it's almost like, well, I don't want to fucking
piss off
someone that this might have been teed up. Like, I don't know. Yeah. So that she went with it, which was good of her, but it made him look like an absolute fucking clown. And it was really embarrassing to watch. Yeah. And that's where I feel like going entitled child, turning into an entitled teenager, turning into a famous entitled man. And it's really cringe to watch.
It is cringe to watch.
Yeah. So, and blatantly, wasn't even like, let's just talk over here.
I know.
It was in front of someone filming going, I'm James Charles. I'm James Charles. And you're like,
fucking cares?
I would run for the hills because you're a fucking weirdo.
I'm Hailey O'Brien. Bow down before me. Fuck off. What are you doing? Don't treat people like peasants.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing, he was actually meant to do a meet and greet
there. Yes.
And he cancelled it because he said he was sick. And he made an excuse that he didn't want to get hundreds of people sick by like being in close contact. So he went
to a convention where he could have got hundreds of people sick.
Yeah. He said that anyone who stopped him, he like spoke to and all that jazz. So what's the difference?
Yeah, he's a fucking liar.
If you're that sick and you're contagious, fucking stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's disgusting.
If you're actually concerned for people, stay home.
Exactly. And when you're contagious, you don't have to worry about like the average person. You've got to worry about pregnant women. Yeah. Okay? And people with low immune systems who can't be treated. Yeah. So saying I'm sick, so I'm cancelling my meet and greet at this venue.
But then go to a convention with thousands of people where you're potentially getting thousands of people sick anyway, you're a fucking idiot.
You are a fucking idiot. And I don't feel bad about saying that because it's true. Yeah. And it is dangerous for people. So
yeah, and he's got to check that fucking ego. And a lot of things are happening that are like trying to knock him down. And he's just like, I don't care. I'm amazing. Yeah. I'm going to shine right through. And you kind of go, no, listen to the world.
Yeah, you need to learn.
Fucking know your place.
Yeah.
Because you are not
it feels, I get the impression from him that he doesn't really respect other people.
No.
Or their opinions.
Unless they're celebrities.
Yeah.
Or cooler than
exactly
the average person.
Unless they can potentially, boost him up.
Yeah. Exactly right. Shame on you.
Shame. Shane Bell.
Bringing out Shane Bell.
We should have a theme song for Shane Bell.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
You can sing it.
All right. We'll come up with something when we're drunk.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
As in 2 days ago. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway. Do we want to go alphabetical?
Let's do it.
All right. That's just the easiest one. Yeah. Let's start with something else that deserves a good old Shane Bell.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
We talked to you guys about the Australis silicone sponge.
Yeah.
Now, it's out. They're calling it the new Jelly Bean Silicone Makeup Sponge. It will help to apply your foundation flawlessly using much less product than traditional sponges. Not to mention, it's super easy to clean. Simply wash with warm water. It's only $9.95, guys.
Oh, let's run out and buy 10. Oh my God, so amazing.
That's a better deal than the $1 ones with free postage off eBay you can get.
But this one has glitter in it.
I know.
It has really, dispersed, not much glitter.
Got $8.95 worth of fucking glitter in it.
Not even. Not 8 cents worth. There's not much in there.
Not even.
Yeah.
And there is a picture of someone using it to apply foundation.
And it's bad.
And it looks just like every other silicone sponge looks.
Yeah, bad. Mm-hmm. And I love it how they're telling you need to press and roll.
Yeah.
That's not how you fucking use sponges. You're supposed to sponges you dab.
It's like a stippling effect.
If you press and roll, just get a fucking brush or get a fucking potato for all we care. Press and roll with a fist.
Give me a titty. Let's do it. Come on.
Hey, I'm sure you can get some good coverage with that.
Mate, I probably would. And get the face down in good quick
it'd be 2 dabs.
I know. Done.
Or on both.
Full coverage.
On both and you just go in the between.
Okay. Exactly.
And concealer down the middle, and you're set. That's
God.
It's a great
If it wasn't completely rude and inappropriate, I'd be like, let's try and do a full face of makeup
using
with boobs.
Oh, good times.
Someone will do it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, they would steal our idea.
They would. We also have a little update from Coloured Raine.
Yeah.
We have seen the shades from these, and I want to say they're pretty. I think they look really nice in that swatch photo. But we see the packaging. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not what I expected.
No. This, the actual text, I don't know if it's just their brand, might be, but on the actual compact, looks really 90s, late 90s, when Rip Curl was cool, and it's had that kind of cyber writing, I'm inspired by the Matrix, and it's really, it looks really dated.
It does.
And then it's mixed with gold and filigree and
I know. It's
makeup. I don't know.
I don't particularly like the packaging. I personally feel like it's dated as well. However, I do want to say that I like it for the fact that it's different. It's not holographic, which everyone's fucking, jumping on that bandwagon. They've sort of done their own thing, and I appreciate that.
Can I also say that I really love these shades? I love
all
of these shades.
Aren't they beautiful?
I love the bronze, I love the purple, I love the pink.
I think they're beautiful.
I love the 3 light ones. I really love Cutie Pie.
Yep.
Is that the one? No, it's not. Luxurious Bling.
Bling. It almost has a green tint to it.
It's almost like a white-green base with that kind of peachy...
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Look, I think they're really pretty as well.
Yeah.
So I'm good on you, Coloured Raine. You're doing it.
We like the shades.
You're doing it.
You're doing something.
You are doing something.
Yeah.
We talked about the e.l.f. Beauty Shield range.
Yes, we did.
And we have some pricing here. So we've got a vitamin C pollution prevention serum, which is $16. These will all be in US dollars too, by the way. Skin Shield Primer, $12. A recharging magnetic mask.
$24 for the set. Wow.
I know. I wonder, do you know that Dr. Jart magnetic mask? I've nearly bought that so many times when I'm at Mecca. I'm like, $124. I'm like, I don't care. It's you take it off with a magnet. It's so much fun.
I think this might potentially be a copy, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be fun to play with.
It would. There's also a Dual Defense cleansing brush. $8. A massaging overnight recovery cream, $14.
Yeah.
That has a massaging tip, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And an SPF 50 skin shielding moisturizer for $12. So you know,
they're pretty affordable.
They are.
I actually don't know how much drugstore skincare is in the US though.
No,
because if that was translated to Australian dollars, as in if it was 12 Australian dollars, that would be reasonable.
Yeah.
But if it was more like 20, 25, you start going,
that's getting more into you could pretty much go to Mecca and buy Origins for just a few bucks more.
Exactly right. That's where I'm getting at.
It's interesting. If you're in the US and you think those prices are a little bit high up there, let us know.
Curious. Okay, the next thing is an update on I keep getting this wrong.
It's Fenty.
Fenty?
Yeah, Fenty Beauty.
I keep going to say Fendi.
I know.
Okay, so we can confirm that it's going to be under the Kendo umbrella.
Yeah.
So Kendo is a brand that is owned by...
It's owned by LVMH.
Yeah.
Who own Sephora and stuff like that. Kendo actually manufactures, so they're owned by LVMH. Yeah. They do Bite Beauty, Formula X, Ole Henriksen,
Marc Jacobs, Kat Von
D.
And these are a lot, besides maybe Bite Beauty, these are all brands, because they bought Bite Beauty, didn't they?
I think they did
I think they bought Bite Beauty. Yeah.
It.
So Ole Henriksen and the other ones, they are all pretty much always Sephora exclusive.
Yeah.
And it's because they're under different umbrellas, but they're essentially owned by the same brand.
Yeah.
So that's why, you can buy Kat Von D at Kat Von D's website or only at Sephora.
Yes,
so it sounds like it's going to be a Sephora exclusive product.
It is, yeah. So on their webpage, if you click on the coming soon part, it takes you to Fenty Beauty. They've partnered with Rhianna. It launches in fall 2017.
So there we go.
It's interesting.
Stuff and things. It's happening. But it would be Sephora exclusive, which is good and bad. It means that it will come to Australia eventually.
Yeah.
It should, because all those brands are in Australia and are international. The only difference is it's not in China, or they won't ship to China because Kat Von D vegan, cruelty free.
Another thing, I'm pretty sure all of these Kendo brands are vegan and cruelty free.
Okay.
So, or cruelty free at least, and some are making the change to vegan. So
but China doesn't have China does have a Sephora. So maybe none of these are sold in the Chinese Sephora.
Potentially, I'm not sure.
Because they do have a Sephora.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool.
Interesting.
Okay, the next thing is we've got some updates on Jeffree Star. These are the summer releases. So we've got some swatches, a red and a pinky red.
Yeah.
And then are they limited edition lipsticks?
I don't actually know.
I think they might be, because it looks like the summer collection have that silver cap, and these bullet lipsticks, or ammunition lipsticks, sorry, they're silver instead of being pink.
Yeah.
So
these swatches were actually comparison swatches.
Oh, okay.
So the one in the middle, or the one on the bottom, is the shade that he's holding, and then it was compared to
a permanent
something.
One.
Yeah. And then with the next set of swatches,
it's compared to another one. In his range. Okay.
So you can sort of see the difference in the
shades. What I take from this is, if you have a couple of his permanent ones, they're likely going to be very similar to the one that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But look, some people just love them.
They do.
So
some people do.
The next thing we have is a little update from Kat Von D Beauty. Her Locket blotting powders are available at Sephora.
$29.
Yeah.
4 shades.
There's a lot of shades in the range.
It's only 4.
Is there only 4?
Yeah. Fair, light, medium, and deep.
Okay. Yeah. And these aren't setting powders, they're actually blotting powders. So you use a very small amount of it over oily skin.
Yeah.
It absorbs the oil, prevents makeup from transferring, and doesn't build up really quickly. So
it'd be very, very finely milled.
Very finely milled. I wouldn't mind trying these, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like the packaging.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. Okay, we have an update on the MAC collection. The one that I was looking I was excited for.
Yeah, looking forward to.
That's the one. Oh, my brain. The Steve J and Yoni P collection, which looks awesome. It's only going to be in the UK. I don't understand that because isn't it a Korean design duo?
It is, yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't.
So why wouldn't they put it in Asia as well?
Yeah, look, I don't understand why they think that's a good idea.
It's not. Yeah. Okay, so this is an update on the Jaclyn Hill Morphe.
Yeah.
So it's just a photo of the outer packaging.
It is.
Was it that colour before?
Yes, it was white.
Okay.
It was definitely white with the silver writing.
Yeah.
So they're saying that when this video goes up, sometime this week, there should be a release date.
So there fucking well should be.
I know, it's about time. We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, we were.
And we were like, just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
you don't hear anything about it.
No.
And did someone say...
Someone commented on, I think, last week's updates video,
right,
saying... fuck, what happened to that collection? And so it kind of sparked a bit of a conversation. I posted something on Instagram as well. And pretty much a lot of people believe the shit that they just get dished out. And I just want to point out that a lot of the time that is...
not factual.
Not actual fact. So what Jaclyn Hill and big Jaclyn Hill supporters will take it as gospel, which is fine. She was saying that they delayed the release, which was supposed to be back in March, because they weren't sure they were going to have enough stock. And so what they wanted to do was just factory and overdrive and just make sure there's enough stock. Now, the reason why I think that is utter bullshit is because Morphe know how to produce products and they know how to produce them in a large amount of stock.
Yeah.
And what happens is if they go out of stock, all they have to say is, we'll be restocking very soon. We'll let you know. It doesn't mean that there has to be one lot and then all of a sudden they destroy the factory and burn it to the ground. They can't recreate it. Yeah.
One run and it's done.
Correct.
You know that they say it's a limited edition palette, but it'll be limited edition for 2 years.
Yeah.
Before they release another collaboration palette.
Or while what they'll do is they'll wait until it stops selling.
Yes.
And then they will just stop making it. And then they will phase it out. And that's what often these limited edition things are. Some brands will have a limited run. Like the Mario palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. That was we made a limited amount and when that sells out, it's gone.
Yeah.
But this is not the case. And so it's just a load of bullshit that she's splurting out to pacify all her fans.
Yeah.
Essentially what I think and a lot of other conspiracy theorists with their tinfoil hats are thinking is that there was a bad reaction to the sneak peek. So there was the cake that was sneak peeked, them coming out saying, it looks nothing like the cake, because people were saying they didn't like the colours.
Palette.
Yeah, that's not my palette, it's just a cake. So people were giving bad feedback on the colour choices that were on the Morphe cake.
Yeah.
Now, we did cover that a bit and we did show that her little tiny sneak peek of opening the palette
showed the cake.
Showed exactly the same shades as the cake. So what I think they're doing is, because they made it publicly known that it's not the cake, it's not the same as the cake, calm down guys.
They have to
change it.
And they have to change it to save face because the internet doesn't forget.
Yeah, and they fucking lied to you. That's essentially what it is.
So now it's Morphe, Jaclyn and James Charles.
Yeah, which is fair enough. That's what marketing is. Half the time it's just inflated bullshit.
Yep.
So just to pacify everyone. So yeah, I predict we're going to get a release date, but mind you, if it was just trying to get more stock, they would have done it by now. It's May. It's already 2 months overdue and they haven't even announced the new release date.
Yeah.
You can actually create a whole fucking new palette in that time.
Yeah.
And that's what I think they're essentially doing. I think they're going to be taking out some of the shades that made it look too much like the cake.
Yeah.
And they're going to put in different shades.
Yeah.
And that's my prediction. And I reckon in an updates video very soon, we're going to show more sneak peeks and we're going to be like, fuck, where'd that green go?
Exactly.
Oh, it's purple now. What?
I'm sure I saw something. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So, Trend Mood posted a picture just a few hours ago. It says 35 new, never seen shades.
Yeah, I reckon that's a hint at the fact that they are recreating it. And mind you, I'm not saying that they've gone back to the drawing board. I reckon they've just taken out a couple of really obvious shades that people would, because there was a lot of like dark greens and swampy colours. Yeah. And I reckon they would have taken a few of those
shades
out.
are so on trend at the moment as well.
Yeah.
However, with those colours being out in palettes and people doing reviews and being like, pigmentation sucks, fucking blah, 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 they might be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't put those shades.
I reckon what they will do is they will just tweak it. Like, for example...
And also change the colour layout with the ones they're keeping.
Potentially. But also, you know how they had like a bright green or something? Yeah. It was like a bright green or a teal or something. Yeah. They might then go, okay, well, with the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette and a few other things, are bringing out these kind of olive mattes. Yeah. You might want to just swap a few around to make it a little bit more current and a little bit different from what people are expecting. Yeah. Because they're expecting what's on the cake, which was smartly so, because that cake was copying the fucking palette. Anyway.
Don't try to tell us it wasn't. Yeah. My God.
As Hailey says, don't piss on us and tell us it's raining.
Exactly.
Like, we know what you're fucking doing.
Exactly.
And I don't care how many Jaclyn Hill fans are out there going, but she's just trying to do the right thing by us. No, she's not. She's trying to stop you guys from complaining.
She's trying to make money.
She's trying to make money. She's trying to save face. Yeah. And stop the whingers. Yeah. Because she would have a lot of whingers.
Mate, the whingers are the worst. Oh, seriously.
Worst.
It's worse than having kids whinging at your face. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
fucking internet.
Turn on your phone and it's just like, alert. Like, fuck.
God, I would hate to be Jaclyn Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's talk about Pretty Vulgar.
Yes, let's do it.
We had this brand come up. It's coming in Sephora. Everyone was like, oh my God, I've never heard of this brand before. Yep. Completely new. We know some new things. Now, we thought perhaps it was going to be a Sephora brand, like Kat Von D Beauty or Fenty Beauty, or like their home brand. It's not. It's completely owned by a completely different brand. They are called Farsadakis Holdings, I believe.
And they have Blink, which is that tubing mascara.
So they own Blink.
And what's Resurface Stick?
Not sure. It's a consumer product. I don't believe it is makeup based though.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
Interesting.
Yeah. They do consumer products. They have 3 different brands under that umbrella. Blink Cosmetics, Resurface Stick, and now Pretty Vulgar. They also have an internet services company, which is called... and 2 publishing ones.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, they're growing their little portfolio.
Very interesting, though, because that kind of really... kind of whimsical packaging is very on trend. It's very interesting that it came from the people that also made Blink.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if they made Blink or they purchased
it.
Because
they might have,
being a holdings company, typically that's what they do. But
that's possibly what they did with Pretty Vulgar, though. Maybe someone pitched them an idea and they purchased it off them.
A very, very good chance, because I know this brand. If I remember correctly, I was researching a few brands, so if I get this wrong, don't fucking crucify me. It's owned by, like, an old man. Yeah. With, like, a group of old men on their, like, team. Yeah. So, the brand doesn't scream old man. If you look at it, it's a very whimsical, like Kat said.
Yeah, it would be purchased,
I would say someone has said... Yeah.
Hey, we've got heaps of ideas. If you guys, but if any like companies like this want to come to us and buy our ideas, like we've got heaps of them.
Mate, we're fine.
We're all over.
It's all good.
We're all good. Okay, then we've got a bunch of Tarte stuff. So this is that collection that they were sneak peeking, and we've just got more stuff. So what do we have? We've got through the bushes. I see a palette. So this is the palette that was potentially an eyeshadow and contour palette. Remember?
Believe, yeah, we do have more photos of that as well. We've definitely got a Lid Lock Clay eye base, so that's an eye primer. Yeah. Which is
I was totally on the ball when I said that these things because it showed a top view of a lid, and I was like, that's probably either a stick foundation or stick concealer. It's a stick foundation,
Yep,
so it's a clay stick.
A large range.
Yeah.
Claims to be full coverage, multi-dimensional matte, full of skin-saving ingredients, 12-hour power.
And there is heaps of shades.
Yeah, heaps of shades, which is good. And next we have the palette.
Yeah.
So this is very much just, they call it a clay play face shaping palette.
Yeah.
And they say it's like shapewear for your face, so it's obviously for like contouring.
Yeah.
Used to contour, fill in brows and as shadow, and it's powered by clay for truest payoff.
Wouldn't you think that clay would like
drying?
Yeah, suck out oils.
Yeah.
And then it looks like there's a gifted mascara and yeah. Cool. That's some stuff.
It is. Apparently it's launching on the 21st of May on Tarte website.
Cool. Hang on.
We have a little update from the Too Faced glitter palette here, and people are not. They're not impressed. They're like, these colours look like 50 Shades of Baby shit. And they kind of do.
They kind of do. See, I think there's a few things, potentially two things going on here. I think they've either taken the gold and they've put it over the white base and then the black base and then the true gold.
I think that's what they've done as well.
But I don't understand why all of a sudden you put gold over white and it turns... like peach, which is why I think it might be the nude colour. I think it might actually be
the nude colour. Yeah. That's what I thought when I initially saw it.
This demonstration is stupid.
It is stupid.
I don't get it.
But this is, like, was it posted by Too Faced or I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. But it's not, it's not.
I think they're trying to show that it's, like, not just bright colours, it can be wearable.
Yeah.
Look, but that doesn't entice me.
Something I will say about this, if this comes in store and I swatch it and they actually swatch like that, I will probably buy it, alright? Because
I still don't want the white and the black. I just want more them shades. As well. I want a red.
If the gold, like if they all swatch with intense pigmentation and that beautiful reflect, it looks like they're going to be good quality shadows. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You do realise though that that's probably over their glitter glue, which is phenomenal at holding any eyeshadow, and it makes any eyeshadow look like that. It does. So I don't know.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we've got to wait and see. We know, like, you can't trust swatches.
No.
Not swatches like that anyway.
Yes. And not swatches by potentially people trying to sell the product.
Exactly.
It just doesn't quite work.
No.
Okay, we also talked about this last week, but I'm going to just go over it quickly again. Initially, the photos that we showed of this banana powder from the I Want Kandee Too Faced collection, we said it looked like a bronzer, because it did look like a bronzer.
Yeah.
But I did put a photo in an annotation to say that this is actually like a correcting powder. So it's supposed to reduce redness and weird shit.
So it's funny because it's a yellow tinged colour correcting powder with hints of lavender to brighten the skin and like blue for redness, and it's just, that's not how colour correcting works.
Exactly right.
And that's why I hate powders like this. Like, okay, it might brighten you overall,
or make you look like you've got an illness.
Yeah.
Which they often do on me.
Definitely do that as well if you don't have the right skin tone for a product like this. But it's not, to say that it's going to colour correct, like, it'll fix redness and darkness and no.
Unless it was actually like split pan and had different colours in it, and you used different parts on different areas of the face. Just putting little speckled coloured bits in a powder does not mean that it will, like, make your face look flawless. You may as well just go with a full cover, like, foundation and concealer than this shit. But I'm sure this one smells like banana. And also what we didn't mention as well, I believe the eyeshadow palette smells like candy.
Does it?
Yeah, I think we've got... It should anyway. I think it does. So they will be scented.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I like the scented idea. Yeah. I noticed with their Christmas palettes,
they were a bit lackluster.
They don't smell like anything now.
They smell like sweet plastic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have 4 swatches of the palette taken in bad lighting, which is really helpful.
Yeah, that's like in the dark, under your doona, under the bed,
I know.
In your wardrobe.
Yeah,
with your flash.
With your phone flash. So
who the fuck takes photos like that? Oh god, doesn't sell a product. Anyway, there you go.
Yep, and then we have again swatches of her 4 lip shades. She says that these shades were created based off the types of colours she likes to wear, but where she has to mix a whole bunch of colours together to get the right colour that she wants.
But it's concealer.
It's concealer
typical
lip.
Nude.
Now there's
orangey
actually
red.
I know these shades. These shades
standard.
are not unique. In the Melted Matte collection, there is a concealer lip colour like that. This one's slightly more pink. There's a colour.
Yeah, just like that.
Exactly. That's a nudie shade.
I can't wait for like the duping accounts to get onto these.
I know.
Because I don't think they're as unique
they're not,
as she's making
like,
them out.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, the orangey red and the fuchsia colour, they do add something to the matte collection, but these aren't going to be permanent.
And
anyway.
we can't even get them in Australia.
And we can't get them. I don't get it. Like, when people say things like that, I'm like, don't piss on us and tell us it's raining.
Look,
it's bullshit.
If someone wants to come out with a really, really unique colour, like I've been looking for this burnt orange colour and it's really impossible to find, so I'm creating this really unique brownie burnt orange, you kind of go, oh, I get it. When you come up with 2 nudes, a red and a pink, I don't get it, because I've got heaps of dupes of these in my collection, and my collection would not be as big as Kandee Johnson's.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't really respect it when people say shit like that, because
once again, it's marketing bullshit.
I know. And
buy it because I've specially designed it to look more amazing than the other pinks you have. No, you have not.
That's lovely, dear.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Go you.
Go you and your collection. All right, the last thing we want to talk about is a thing that happened with Tati.
Yeah.
This has been ongoing, and you can tell that the makeup loving community is all over this like a rash, just like I am.
Yeah.
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
It has.
Should we give a quick
Let's
background?
give some background.
Okay, so Jeffree Star called out Jerrod from Too Faced by being, because he was saying, he's kind of bagging out Tarte for pretending that they created the unicorn makeup trend when it was really Too Faced, which it wasn't Too Faced. They'd been around for a long time before that. I think the Lime Crime lipsticks were out 7 or 8 years ago, way before Jerrod's one. Anyway, so Jeffree Star called him out, then also said, well,
you're a scummy company.
You're a bad company. Yeah. You ripped off Nikki Tutorials. But watch our last couple of weeks if you want to get it.
Yeah.
And then Tati came out, and it was the first time she ever said, I'm going to not support this brand because of their shady ethics and the fact that they've treated me personally kind of badly. So I'm going to completely just stop featuring them. I'm blacklisting them. Now, she has come out to... She's said that she's been hanging out with Jeffree Star and Laura Lee.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Laura Lee also was in the campaign for the Sweet Peach.
Yep.
Man, this is getting incestuous.
I know.
So what did she say?
All right. So Tati posted a picture, she retweeted a picture where Glam Life Guru, Jeffree Star, and Laura Lee were collaborating together.
In her beauty room.
We assume they're collaborating together.
Yeah.
They
were in her filming room.
Definitely in the beauty room.
Yeah.
They had lunch together. And she says, when the most fabulous and over-the-top people turn out to be the most down-to-earth and sweet to be around. And then she tags Jeffree Star and Laura Lee. And the internet... cracked the shit.
Yeah.
They really did crack the shits. A lot of people don't like this because...
Well, I think I get why they don't like it. There's actually a meme that was put in the group. Hang on, this is quite funny.
So, There was a meme posted in the group.
Yeah, by Shannon Page. So thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. You're
This is great.
all over this. It'll be on the screen now, and it says, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at inconsistent product and shady ethics.
Yeah, so that's where I think the crux
People
of
are
this
annoyed.
Yeah. So she's taking a stand against Too Faced because they've got shady ethics and they've got inconsistent products. Yet she is butting up with one of the most hated owners of a company in the makeup industry because he has come out previously saying racist things, he bullies people, and whether or not you're a fan or not, like, that's, you do you. Like, we're not actually casting judgment on him, like, you do you. But he's notoriously hated. And, like, we've even got friends in the beauty community that whenever they, like, post a review or you know, they feature one of his products, they get bombarded with shit because there's either people going, how dare you, buying off him because he's a racist asshole, or there's people going, how dare you say he's a racist asshole? He's the queen. Like, you know, he's a very, very polarizing. So the fact that, like, she's butting up to someone who is known for being shady and racist, but then blacklists Too Faced for a potential contract dispute and something that she's not willing to talk about. It doesn't make sense.
I know.
And that's where I think you either have to be very opinionated with everything you do and very, very open and transparent, like us. We don't deal with anyone because no one wants to.
No one wants to.
Or you stay fucking neutral all the time,
I think that's
which is what she's previously done.
Exactly, and I think that's why people are a little bit shook. Because
shook.
I fucking hate that saying. Because she has always been very neutral, and while she does give honest opinions on beauty products, she does it very nicely.
And she does it very
carefully.
No, this is no shade to the brand.
Strategic.
You know, she's very PC.
She is.
Super PC.
Yeah.
And I almost think her taking a stand with Too Faced may be so she can get buddy with Jeffree Star. Yeah. And I think that's what also...
The puzzle pieces just fit so beautifully. Like, it's not a... To me, I find it difficult to believe that this is a completely random series of events.
Yeah.
I think this is all very carefully...
orchestrated.
Yeah.
And I think it's also one of those things where it's like, well, how do I get to the next level? Oh, that's right, I joined the Mean Girls Club. Like, that's essentially what I think she's doing. She's making a public stand that I'm on Jeffree Star's side and fuck you, Too Faced. Yeah. But it's very funny, though, because he goes through friends like there's no tomorrow. You know, he was good friends with Doe Deer from Lime Crime. Now they're worst enemies. Was buddy with Kat Von D. She even came out to say that she's helped get him in the right direction of starting his brand.
Helping him to start
and
his
now
brand,
she's the devil. And then was Patrick Star and Nikki Tutorials. They've recently split ways and they're not following each other and all this kind of stuff. So he's not in my opinion, he's a person to pacify, but not buddy up to, because you're either going to lose a huge portion of your audience or your fucking credibility, because how dare you say I'm not featuring this brand because they might have done something bad to Nikki Tutorials and they might have sent out better products to me and not to you. Yeah. But this guy that's abusing people left, right, and centre and has racist rants. Oh, he's so down to earth. You won't believe it. Some of the most dramatic people are so down to earth.
Honestly, I think Tati, with the coming out about two-facing, I think she would have been better off if she'd been completely transparent about why she was doing it. People would have respected it more.
Correct.
Saying, like...
I can't tell you, but...
Yeah, exactly. That's like, you know, that's like making accusations about people and things that they do. Like, oh, I know something about this person, but I can't tell you.
But don't be friends with them because they're nasty.
Exactly.
Well, why are they nasty? I can't tell you.
I can't tell you.
Fuck off. Seriously. If you have a problem with a brand and you're going to call them out publicly...
Call them out properly. Or shut up.
Because otherwise, I've lost all respect from Tati. People are going, oh, the fact that she called them out, oh, I've gained so much more respect from her. She was kind of going off the tracks and was getting too boring.
Because what?
Because people see her as having an opinion now.
I know, but, like, why is that suddenly, like, she's more...
I don't
trustworthy.
know. Well, but they thought it was
she is.
until it was like, oh, maybe she's doing it to get in Jeffree Star's pocket, and then you kind of go, yeah, she's just as bad as the rest, but she's just better at keeping her mouth shut.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
It is interesting.
One
Last thing I want to point out is last week we talked about Jerrod and his sister that went on like a rampage.
She did.
That was fun. We can confirm that it's actually his sister. So
definitely.
Photo on the screen from her Instagram account. Thank you so much. Was it Gaynor?
I think it was Gaynor. Took one for the team.
And requested to be a friend or to follow her on Instagram. Go, you good thing. Pointing out as well that Makeup Princess on Instagram changed her little like description thing. So it's like the dancing emoji. That time I cyber punched a bully and got all these followers. Dance emoji.
You didn't cyber punch a bully. You fucking abused people.
Yeah, you online abuse people.
You told someone that their parents lied to them. They're not important. And you essentially called someone a piece of shit.
And she used the knife emoji way too frequently and like openly. But also what she needs to realise is she needs to check herself before she wrecks herself. People are following her because she's like a car crash and they're just waiting for her next explosion because I know it's going to be tea for those drama channels.
Mate.
So this is not about people like you and support you for being like lashing out and
people
abusing
are waiting
strangers.
For you to implode.
Yeah, and also they're like, she's like, we sleep well at night. And it's like, well, you're actually alienating your own customers, you dumb idiot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if this person is like, they're not watching this, but no, people are watching you because you're like, there's something going on and you're going to cause drama and it's entertainment. It's not because they support you in abusing other people.
And it is entertainment. This is like a beautiful web. We should make up one of those, what are those diagrams that you put on the wall with the strings?
And we should actually. We should have it behind here with Tati and Jeffree Star and Too Faced and Tarte and Nikki Tutorials. Oh my God, it'd be so fun.
I know.
Oh my God, we could be like investigators.
Oh, yay! SVU. Yeah. Except... special victims, no, crazy victims, you know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll work it out.
Yeah. Anyway, while we work it out, we should head off.
G-O.
And
G-O. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back on Wednesday with an episode of the Makeup Breakup. Yeah. But if you can't wait, there's going to be like a playlist here and a thing there and all the stuff on the screen. You can check out our own accounts, whatever you want. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.